Have you ever woke up and wondered what was wrong with you? You knew you wanted to be elsewhere, that there was more to life than the life you were living, more than the bills you were paying, the job you were keeping. Look to the horizon, to the sunsets. Your answer is there. Put your feet on the ground and take a deep breath and step into the nomadic lifestyle. You will not regret it. Hey, how is everybody? First of all, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Like I told you in one of my videos, I dropped it and broke my camera, which was on my phone, which was an Samsung Galaxy J7, and now I'm on 5. So the other videos I did from the back, and I'm going to try and do this video from the front camera. I know that for a fact it's not a better camera, but we're going to see how the quality comes out. Oops. Yeah, right? Oh, gosh, guys. Right? So here's Tess. And with that being said, before we get into our subject today, I would like to thank you for watching, for subscribing, and for liking. If you're new to my channel and you like my content, please subscribe. You'll find that not only me are very open and honest here, but all of the subscribers as well. Please note, if you do leave a comment, that it has to be approved by me, and I try to get to them at least 3 or 4 times a week. But be self-assured, I will approve your comment and get it answered. Unless, of course, you're a troll, or you'd like to leave hateful messages, and then we just delete them and move on. Anyway, today's subject: is it illegal to live in your vehicle? Vehicle as in van, as in RV, travel trailer, car. Let's get into it. You know, unfortunately, some people have ruined it for a whole lot of us, and especially California is anal. Anal about nomadic people. It's against the law there. Bottom line, as a matter of fact, they encourage their residents to turn in anybody who's been there for more than 24 hours. I do want to say up front that even though states may make it illegal, check each county, because counties have different laws. And you know how you see a lot of boondockers sleeping at Walmarts, but every time you go to a Walmart, it says no parking, no overnight parking. It's because some little counties and some little towns do permit it. Now, guys, I'm in a little town, and up until 30 days ago, Walmart, Fry's, Home Depot, a lot of places, churches let you spend the night in their parking lots. I just was at Walmart like 3 days ago, and I noticed, hey, where's all the rigs? Where's all the semis? Guess what? Yes, even in the little town that I am in, they have now made it illegal to park at Walmarts. And that, you guys, is your first clue on can you legally sleep in your vehicle. Okay? If a Walmart says no, then it's a city or state ordinance. Anyhow, they're getting nomads with like some really heavy tickets. I mean, they're using loitering. That's being in one spot for more than a certain amount of hours. Every state's different. Check the state before you go there. Or they're getting you for vagrancy. Vagrancy is a fancy word for being homeless. And unfortunately, nomadic people are considered homeless. Why? Because we're not paying the government state taxes on our home. It's a fact. So they are going to make that money any way they can. And you know what? Those tickets can be anywhere from $80 to over $500. Yeah, pretty steep, and I call bullshit. You know, and I want to address state parks right now and BML land. In just the last 8 months, a lot of BML lands and state parks have taken boondocking from 14 days, guys, down to just 7. Prescott, Arizona is now 7. California, 7. You guys check each and every federal park you go to and make sure that it is a 14-day stay and not just a 7-day stay. And I want to also warn you, like in Prescott, Arizona, you can be right in Prescott and spend 7 days, but you go travel into Cottonwood on the back side of Prescott, it's still considered Prescott National Forest. You have already spent 7 days. The best thing to do is look up, there's apps all over the internet that tell you where the forests are and the federal forest and where each line begins, each territorial line begins and each ends. There is a difference between forestry land and BML land. So in other words, if you're in Prescott, Arizona on forestry land and there happens to be some BML land right across the street, you can go across the street and stay there. Just make sure on the limit of your stay. A lot of states, you guys, it's getting really bad. I mean, really bad. New York, you can't spend the night in your car. But it's not like most of us boondockers head that way because we know that there's not any BML land and very little overnight stay. I actually see states moving to make rest stops illegal for anybody but truck drivers. Already, there's a mess of truck stops that used to be free for us to spend the night in that are only welcoming truckers overnight. And I'm not blaming them and I'm not cutting anybody down. I've got several, including my father, who are long haul truck drivers. So my pities go out for them too, because now they can't even stay in a Walmart parking lot. So in every state, in every county that you guys plan to travel in and are going to boondock, you need to read the city ordinance and the state ordinance on the laws about staying overnight in your vehicle. They've really cracked down this year, people. I'm telling you, they have cracked down really hard. People are getting tickets left and right, and they're hefty tickets. They don't want us being nomadic. They don't want us living off a land that belongs to the United States citizens. BML land, federal forestry, we pay for those, you guys. They're ours. They don't belong to the country, to the United States. They belong to the people of the United States, just like the BML lands does. BLM lands do. So this is my video to let you guys know that this is something that it's coming across, and I'm seeing it on the news, I'm seeing it on YouTube, I'm seeing it on the internet, I'm seeing it on Facebook, you guys. If there is a time in history to be a camp worker, it's now. Absolutely now. Now, I have to say that if I was out boondocking still, if I had to go 7 days, and move 4 or 5 times a month to be a boondocker, I would do it. But it was, when I started boondocking, you moved every 14 days. And then you could spend the night in a gas station, or a Walmart, or a Home Depot, a country kitchen for a couple nights, and then you could go right back to another boondocking spot. But because you can only stay 14 days, that's 28 days in a month. You got to find someplace else to stay. But the fact is everything is getting so tight and so cracked down on that to research the laws and the ordinance, because vagrancy, they'll get you heavy. What's the other one? Oh, loitering. Come on. These are so ridiculous to me, you guys. This is so ridiculous to me. What do they care if we are out being nomadic? Because they're not collecting taxes on a house, on an apartment. They collect it on our registration once a year. You know, they're collecting it on the gas that we spend, right? The solar panels and the batteries and the oil and the generators that we buy. So I don't get why they have gotten so anal about this, except for the fact that a lot of people, unfortunately, have abused the right by leaving messes, pulling out lawn chairs and barbecuers in the middle of Walmart parking lots, Home Depot parking lot, Fry's, your grocery stores. I mean, people have just gotten in your face about it, and not only that, they're not cleaning up after themselves. And I've made videos about this. If you carry it in, carry it out. Bottom line, Ehrenberg, let's use Ehrenberg as an example. Ehrenberg, you used to be able to go to Ehrenberg and spend months, all winter there, and they never ask you to leave. The BLM land, I know, right? It's one of those days. Rangers said you could stay. There's videos where a ranger is on the video going, we don't care how long you stay, we're not bothering you. But what happened in 2018? They came in and chased everybody out on a 7-day stay, following suit with Prescott, Arizona. And I know for a fact, and I know this because I spoke to a ranger up in Flagstaff, if anybody coming from, is it Ehrenberg, that area, Ehrenberg, and they have one of those stickers from La Posa where you can buy 5 or 6 winter months for $150 or something like that. Oh no, you're a target up in Flagstaff. So if you have one of those stickers on your rig, you better pull it off before you go boondocking at the Grand Canyon or in Flagstaff. And you know, don't think that these rangers aren't going through and writing down your rig number, plate number, and taking pictures, because they'll come while you're sleeping. They come late at night, they come early in the morning, and I've seen it. I've seen people sitting there thinking, oh, I ain't seen a ranger the whole 14 days I'm here, and day 15 pop along and the ranger's right there handing out a $240 ticket. Yeah, it's no joke. So if you are not yet a nomad, or you're planning on being a nomad, or you're a new nomad, or even if you're an old nomad and you're not up on current affairs per se, you need to research each and every state you travel into, each and every county, and each and every BLM land and federal forestry, because they have changed the amount of time in a lot of them that we're allowed to stay. The 14 days, guys, is out in so many areas. And one word of advice: avoid California, because they have actually are making it a point to go out against nomadic people. Not only that, California brought it in front of the Supreme Court last year to make living in an RV or a vehicle illegal in every state in the United States. But the Supreme Court threw it out, saying, you know, it's just not tight enough. California now enforces a law for daytime parking and no nighttime parking. 99% of your parking, you're allowed to be there until 9 or 10 p.m. and then nobody's allowed there until 6 a.m. in the morning. Now, your industrial areas you might still get away with, but I have to say, I wouldn't be chancing no $250 ticket to spend the night on the street. I just wouldn't. So anyway, this is my advice to you and a little bit of my information that I gathered in the last month. I hope it helps you. I hope it saves you a little bit of money, because those are some really stiff ticket prices. Just, this girl's not paying it. And if you really want a camp working job, I have listed in my videos down below how to get a camp working job and where to go find one. And I happen to know because I got a newsletter the other day from Workers on Wheels, and they have a ton of camp working job openings. Just saying. Go online, subscribe to their newsletter, and you'll get those jobs too. And a lot of them are paid and free site. Somebody was asking. Anyway, do something nice for the people in your world, the people you care about, even those that you don't care about. Because you know what? Nothing gets somebody worse than you being kind when they're mean. Just saying. And love yourself, because if you're able to love you, you can love anybody, even the idiots, right? Have a great day, everybody. Peace out.